Hey everybody, what's up? This is Jonathan, aka Revolution How Cowboy, and I'm back with one last wrestling figure video. This is my TNA Wrestling, Total Nonstop Action, or Impact Wrestling as it's now called, but it's still TNA. And this is of the JAKKS Pacific figures. And this, as you can see, that's really all I have of the TNA figures. And I really do love TNA. But I'm just having the hardest time finding these figures in stores anymore. Like every time I go to Walmart, they never have any TNA figures. They have like plenty of WWE. And some even have those Lucha Libre action figures. You know, that's the show that was on MTV2 for a while. But no TNA. They had the TNA Toy Biz figures at one time, but none of the JAKKS. And as we all know, you may know, JAKKS Pacific was the the form makers for the WWF WWE figures until '09. Then in 2010, when WWE went to Patel, JAKKS, was our make figures for TNA. And I did get these all at Toys R Us, which even Toys R Us is not selling TNA figures anymore. Otherwise, I'd have a lot more. And really too bad. So I guess I'll be going to sites like eBay or Ringside Collectibles or ShopTNA.com to be finding these figures. So I have a little added bonus at the end of the video to show you guys to kind of make it for the lack of TNA figures. So get down to business here. First, I have all 3 2-packs of the first series of the TNA Wrestling Cross the Line 2-packs. First, I got Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner and Big Sexy Kevin Nash. And this is back when they were in the Maven Mafia together. Scott Steiner comes with a removable chain mail headdress, I guess what you would call that, and sunglasses. Kevin Nash has his hair back in a ponytail. Hair should be gray, but they have it brown, because back when he was in TNA, he had his hair gray for a while, but now he has his hair black since he's back with WWE, in a way. Next 2-pack here is of Samoa Joe and his ridiculous, Nation of Violence, face paint, and goofy pants, with Mick Foley, and if you've seen their videos, I have Mankind, Cactus Jack, and Love, so let's go have them and Foley. I really wish I had the Samoa Joe with him in his old school trunks. I'm glad that he's wearing it again. They have it in a figure too, so I'll just have to make sure to go by one of the sites I mentioned and get that figure. And the last 2-pack is beer money. I had to get these guys an epic intro. One of the best tag teams in wrestling today. The current reigning TNA World Tag Team Champions. The Cowboy James Storm with removable cowboy hat and sunglasses. No beer, but trying to market this to kids, I guess. They mostly like WWE, not TNA. And then here's Robert Roode. And finally, the last of my TNA figures, the only single figures. Series 2 Deluxe Impact, which was like WWE's Deluxe Aggression figures for JAKKS. This is of the phenomenal AJ Styles. And that's the one he briefly brought back his old trunks. If you have been following TNA since '02, he did wear the trunks. And went to long tights. He brought back the old trunks when he teamed with Ric Flair for the first time, then went back to the tights. And the last figure is of the Legend of the Ring, Series 1, of Kurt Angle. And I guess you can't say WWE, so they don't want to see TNA, so let's say it's when he was with New Japan. And I guess I'll show you the back of the box, all the other figures that were in each set. Hogan of New Japan, Big Sexy of TNA, Sting for NWA, not WCW. Jared in NWA, and then of course the Angle figure. And show you all the figures back here, like again this series, like Styles and Hogan, Eric Young before he started going crazy again, Hernandez before he started Mexican America, Foley, Amazing Red, and of course it shows all the same figures on my back of my. Oops, almost knocked that figure over. Shows all the other same figures on the back of these, 2-packs. The one figure I really want to get right now, a Sting figure. I have Sting in WCW. I showed my WCW video, but I would love to get him in a TNA figure. I'm not too crazy about his current Joker gimmick. I mean, the Crow gimmick at least was pretty cool. And Angle, Suicide, Jarrett, Joe again, that ridiculous tire, and AJ in his tights. So, I know, not many figures. And when I do get more figures of WWE, TNA, even some of the old WWF and WCW figures, I'll show them in future videos. I do plan to go to the flea market This guy has actually a lot of the old WWF figures, new WWE figures, Jackson Mattel, some WWF figures. And he has a Hulk Hogan TNA figure out of the box. He had one in the box. So when I buy more figures, wherever I buy them, I'll show you all in future videos. So let me show you my little added bonus here. And I have many more TNA cards than just these here. They're in my binder, but these are the Signature Series cards, which were very hard to find the packs. And if you bought one of the $20 boxes, then you were able to get one of these cards randomly inserted. So here's Bully Ray, or Brother Ray, as he was known as back in his days in Team 3D with Brother Devon. And the actual signature, they put them on each card. I don't know how many they made of this card. It was, once again, really hard to find. I didn't have much time to find this card. Chris Sabin, one half of the Motor City Machine Guns, currently out of injury. Watched him a speedy recovery. I actually had two of this card, and I'm selling the other one at the flea market. I don't know how much it'll go for, but hopefully I'll sell it for something. Next card of a guy no longer with TNA, Consequences Creed. I think he has a WWE developmental contract, so maybe we might see him in WWE someday. I don't know, maybe. Probably jobbing to someone, because he's a really talented guy, but, they like to do with the talented guys. Here's a guy who still is with TNA, but we don't see a whole lot of him. Went from backstage interviewer, and a guy who falls around Mick Foley and Kurt Angle. Now he's a ring announcer, and he's not even doing much of that anymore, except for the main events. That's JB, Jerry Borash. The hot Christy Hemme now doing his job for the most part, except for the main events. But, oh well, Christy's hot. Last one, a guy who's not really with TNA anymore, but was reappearing with TNA for their X Division tournament for Destination X. This is Jimmy Rave, once a member of the Rock and Rave Affection. Lance Hoyt, or Vance Archer, as Lance Hoyt was known in WWE. The last one, those are all the 08 cards. This is from the 09 series. A guy still at TNA, we see him sometimes, Amazing Red. So, that's a pretty cool card. And I have other cards I can show you, but I'll just show you a select few maybe in future videos. So, that's it. That's all of my TNA figures. And, well, that's actually the end for now of my wrestling figure collection videos. So, as always, leave comments, say any figures I like, and stay tuned for more videos in the future from me, RHC Revolution Hell Cowboy. Thanks for watching, and rock on!